on f4 is loose. So knight b3, knight e2, bishop e2. Thank you for a piece. Well, thank you, because now we're even, and black is going to survive this game. In fact, is better. So that's why Nihal plays queen e3. And Fabi, queen a4 was Anish's choice. He's hanging on by a thread here.
I wouldn't even say he's hanging on, because if white were simply to play bishop takes f5, it's probably just winning position based on the material count. Knight takes f5, queen to e4, try to trade off a few more pieces and make it into a technical endgame. It might even be that he has better ways, and in fact, Nihal plays... This is just crushing. This move is so good. It's threatening knight and threatening knight b6, and it's forcing black's hand to play bishop c5.
And bishop c5, then bishop takes f5 is available because the knight can't capture back. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a rook takes g7 and a bishop h6, things like that. I mean, Anish Giri is being hunted on all sides of the board, and this is what I love about Nihal Sarin's chess, is he has a great position, maybe bishop takes f5, taking materials winning. He seems to calculate and find the proper finesse.
Well, he is a calculator, a great one at that, and this is his style, that regardless of what you think the logical choices, you take a rook, he just looks for the better one, and he uses pure calculation to do so. So yeah, bishop c5 will almost certainly happen here, because the only other option is resignation from Anish's point of view, and he probably doesn't want to resign just yet. And then we may see bishop takes f5, followed by queen c4, as you mentioned. White is up a clear exchange, and look at those pieces on the queen side. It's not just about the material. The bishop on c8, it just never got into the game.
No, neither of these pieces have it. Under 20 seconds is Anish Giri. He doesn't really want to play the position, but he goes knight to c2. And after bishop takes c2, then the knight can be captured on c4. But at that point, Fabi, you can successfully take on f5. You're up a clean exchange, and then it feels like mop-up duty from there.
But I don't think you want to, because once you take on f5, you do allow black at least the hope, bishop b6, and some counterplay on the king side. Sorry, that is on the queen side. If you don't take the rook on f5, you just leave it there. You can always take it. It's not going to go back anytime soon. You can make other moves. You can make rook d4.
Oh, my.
Oh, but that's clinical. I think that's actually checkmate, isn't it? Like, how do you avoid checkmate in this position?
That's so nasty.
That's a brilliant move. We'll just show if g takes h6, it's checkmate in 3.
Well,
and
the king runs away, but this is getting just more and more upsetting if you're Anish Giri. He took a one-game lead, and immediately he gets destroyed by Nihal Sarin. And that's game.
Yeah, he didn't want to look at this position anymore. Look, he didn't develop any pieces. His king is still on e8. It actually moved, but it had to move back. The only active piece is his queen, which got kind of bounced around by white's pieces. Overall, Nihal, brilliant game. And the same sort of story. It's like a repeat of yesterday from both matches.
It is. We see that Anish Giri won Game 5, the first game of today's action. And Nihal